Moving to a cheaper country with a lower cost of living does not provide security. If your investments are inappropriate for your temperament, age, risk profile, and goals, it doesn't matter where you live. Quote, my dear friend who made the move to Costa Rica for her peace of mind when she retired lost $20,000 of her retirement portfolio. She is 70. This is real, my friends. I hope all of you are doing better. Sad to say, but if someone's retirement is in jeopardy because of losing $20,000, they probably weren't able to retire in the first place. This has nothing to do with whether or not a person is financially independent or not. This is why it's so important to understand money when you're young, because if you hate being broke, if you've been broke and you hate it, you're going to hate it a lot more when you're old. The question is, what investment is this person holding that they would jeopardize their retirement if it went down by $20,000? Now, I don't know what it is, but let's assume it's a passive low-fee US index, which is down approximately 20% from the last all-time high. I have never heard anywhere where 100% equities is a good idea for someone looking to retire, ever. And the S&P 500 being approximately 20% down, if this person lost $20,000, that means their total portfolio, if it went down by only 20%, was $100,000. You have to understand that 100% equity allocation is probably not a good idea for the vast majority of retirees. And number two, $100,000 is not enough to retire. People will then say, well, this person is in Costa Rica, so it costs about $1,000 a month, so $100,000 was more than enough to retire. So then it goes back to the original question, what investments are you holding that you would risk retirement if it went down by $20,000? So not only what type of investments, but what asset allocation. Moving to a cheaper country with a lower cost of living does not provide security. If your investments are inappropriate for your temperament, age, risk profile, and goals, it doesn't matter where you live. So how much would this person have needed? So let's say they spend $2,000 a month, $24,000 a year living in Costa Rica. At a 4% safe withdrawal rate, that means you can take out 4% in the first year, and then in subsequent years, you adjust that amount by the rate of inflation. They would need a portfolio of at least $600,000. So if this person wanted to retire, it would be very easy to see whether or not they could. Do they have at least $600,000 in order to live? It also assumes a 60-40 asset allocation, 60% equity, 40% non-equity. Retirement's not an age, it's a dollar amount in your investment portfolio. Money does not care how old you are, where you decide to live, or what your grades were in school. Retirement planning does not start after 50. It starts before you turn 30. Learn the lessons about money that your friends and family just don't know. Download my free newsletter linked off the bio. Good luck. Take care.